When I first got into the real estate industry, I knew pretty much nothing. But what I did know is that there were a lot of people out there that knew a lot more than me that I could learn from. And because of that, I spent a lot of time and effort trying to meet these people and to soak up their years of experience that I just didn't have yet. And fortunately for me, thanks to some very patient, forgiving, and understanding mentors, I was able to build a foundation in the industry and get clear on my goals, and I would not be where I am today without those people who have helped me along the way. But something I found through working with Break Into CRE Academy members over the last few years is that a lot of people are running into the same problems I was running into when I was first starting out, not knowing how to find these mentors that can help guide them in their career, and understandably feeling intimidated around the entire process of trying to connect with successful people to ask advice. So to help you with that process, if you're struggling to find a mentor and someone to help guide you through those first few steps in your commercial real estate career, in this video, we'll walk through my 3 most important lessons I've learned about finding and keeping the right mentors and how you can apply these lessons to build a stronger network of your own and make better career decisions as a result. So when I was in business school, I set a goal to connect with 2 new people in the real estate industry every single week throughout the entire 21 months of my full-time MBA program. And getting in front of 168 people in 2 years isn't easy, but through that process, I learned a lot of important lessons about how to be more efficient with my time, what makes a mentor-mentee relationship more likely to be successful versus more likely to fail, and how to find the right people to connect with to prevent wasting your own time and the time of the person you're connecting with. And in this video, I want to share 3 of the most impactful of those lessons that I've learned about finding mentors to help build your own commercial real estate career, and when you do connect with the right people, how to make the most of the relationships that you build. So let's jump right into this list, and the first thing I'd recommend above anything else is to start by stepping back and changing the way you look at finding a mentor in the first place, from finding one single person that will take you under their wing and teach you everything they know, to creating your own board of directors that can help guide you in specific individual components of your work life instead. We all want to believe that Superman is out there ready to guide us and tell us everything we need to do to be successful, but in reality, I've almost always found that people I've looked up to in certain areas of life had other aspects of their lives that I didn't admire at all and actually wanted to avoid. Success in the corporate world doesn't necessarily mean success in entrepreneurship, and success in entrepreneurship doesn't necessarily mean someone has the ability to have a great family life, and a great family life doesn't necessarily mean someone has experienced career success at all. And if you're looking for one single person to model your entire career and personal life after, you're probably going to end up disappointed when certain characteristics of that person don't end up aligning with where you want to go, what you want to do, and who you want to be. So finding multiple people that you admire for specific aspects of their work lives or careers, and then relying on them for specific information and feedback on those characteristics specifically is going to give you much more actionable advice to get the results you're looking for. This means that if you want to be a successful entrepreneur with a great family life and doing triathlons in your 60s, you don't have to find someone that does all of those things perfectly. And instead, you can focus your energy on finding 3 different people, each of which do one of those things in a way that you admire. Don't put so much pressure on one person to be your perfect picture of who you want to become, because usually it turns out that you won't want to become every piece of who they are, and modeling the specific aspects of the work lives of several people rather than the entire life of just one person specifically will get you much closer to putting together the kind of work and personal life you want to have in the future. Now, once you've decided to build your own board of directors, the next step in the mentor search process is to find the people that you're going to add to that board, which leads me to my second point, which is that when looking for people to help guide you in your career, do not directly ask someone to be your mentor. People hate this question, and this puts a ridiculous amount of pressure on both you and the person you're connecting with. And for someone who has a ton of work and family commitments already, the quickest way to get them to stop answering your phone calls or emails is to add the pressure of an indefinite future commitment of energy and time guiding you on everything related to your career path. You don't need to put a formal title on someone to have them mentor you, and if you want someone to help guide you through your career, it's your responsibility to make that happen through regularly following up, keeping that person updated on the things you're working on, And this last piece is important, adding value to their lives and or careers in the process. Now, this last part is something I found people really struggle with because the logical question that comes up here is, how do I add value to someone's life or career when I'm just starting out and have nothing to offer and they're already wealthy and successful? In my experience, the answer to this question is actually pretty simple. Follow through on what you say you'll do and do the work to implement the advice your mentors give you when you feel it's appropriate. When you meet with or connect with someone on the phone for the first time and you ask for their feedback or input on things you can do to get you closer to where you want to be, one of the best ways to build a long-term, real relationship with that person is to follow up 3 to 6 months later and let them know you took action on something they recommended and to share the success or achievement you accomplished because of implementing that advice. For people at the peak of their careers, time is extremely valuable, and the last thing they want to do is waste that time on a conversation that won't result in any action taken. If you hit new career milestones like landing an internship or receiving a full-time job offer or closing on your first deal, reach out to these people and let them know how you implemented their advice and thank them for the insight they gave you that helped you make that happen. This goes an incredibly long way in making you stand out as someone that takes action, does what they say they're going to do, and is grateful and appreciative of the time that others take to help you. And when you do this as an added bonus, that person is also likely going to be much more willing to help you the next time you have a situation you need guidance on because they know you're going to end up following through. Treat your networking like building real relationships with real people because that's exactly what you're doing. The less transactional you make these connections and the more humility and gratitude you show, the more successful you're going to be in building these relationships, even if you're not wealthy or wildly successful yourself just quite yet. And last up on this list, the final big lesson that I've learned throughout this process is one that tends to be missed by a lot of people when they're first starting out, and that is to be open to mentors that are just 1 to 2 steps ahead of you. Most people think of a real estate industry mentor as someone who has accomplished massive amounts of career success and wealth already, but some of the most valuable people to learn from are still relatively early on in their own careers and may not have accomplished all of their own goals just yet. Very successful people who have been in the industry for 30 plus years definitely have helpful perspectives, but it's also been a very, very long time since these people have encountered the kinds of challenges you're going to be going up against when you're first trying to break into the industry. And connecting with people who just went through the process of what you're looking to do next allows you to talk to someone that really gets it right now, and they can also give you more relevant, timely, and tactical real-time feedback and advice based on an experience they just had only a few months or years ago. And as an added bonus here, building these relationships also gives you the benefit of creating connections with people that you'll actually do deals with in the future. And while someone with 2 to 3 years of experience on you in your early 20s might seem like a big difference, when you're in your 30s and 40s in the prime of your careers, those people are going to have become your peers, and they'll be the people that you're working with to do deals directly and make transactions happen. Anyone that has walked a path that you want to walk can be a helpful guide towards building the career you're setting out to build, and even if that person hasn't accomplished everything they want to accomplish personally just quite yet, input from young industry professionals earlier on in their career can sometimes be even more valuable than input from someone who has already won the game and may not even remember what it was like to be in your shoes. So to sum all of this up, if you build your board of directors in specific aspects of your work and personal life, you guide your actions around fostering real relationships with real people, and you recruit the help of industry professionals just a few steps ahead of where you are today, this is a great overall strategy for creating a network of people that you can rely on to help you navigate through the real estate industry as you progress throughout your career. And if you are looking to break into the commercial real estate industry today and want some additional help jumpstarting the process, as always, make sure to check out Break Into CRE Academy, which will give you access to a private members-only career coaching email address to ask questions and get feedback on your own unique situation. And you'll also get instant access to a library of video courses on real estate financial modeling and analysis to build the technical skill sets you'll need to land a job at a top real estate investment, brokerage, or lending firm. And if you like this video and want to see more career-related content on this channel, make sure to hit the like button to let me know. And if you have any pieces of career advice from mentors that have helped you in your own career, I'd love to see those in the comments as well. As always, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you found this helpful. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to see more videos like this every single week, and I'll see you in the next video.